Hey, it's time for TV Skywriter. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to TV Skywriter. My voice just cracked, but that's okay. This is my show. I'm Patricia A. Murray. I actually do the Durham Skywriter. That's an online community paper, but this is TV Skywriter, where I introduce you to people that I think you should know. I talk to people all around the country, but my guest today is local, Durham, North Carolina, in the house with Vegas Don. Welcome to the show, Vegas.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We met years ago. I don't even know. I mean, at least a decade ago. You were promoting a young, talented singer slash dancer slash rapper.
Yeah.
Lil Mag.
Yes.
He was awesome. I really wish he had blown up, but not everybody. I know I've seen so many acts that started out really hot, and not everybody makes it.
Well, he did get signed. I think as he got older, that really wasn't his desire. That's what I really think, because he did get a deal.
Yeah, and he put out some nice music.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you don't mind, so that was then. This is now. Before we talk about Don's basketball league, could you tell us about Campaign for Change?
Well, Campaign for Change has been in existence now in Durham, North Carolina for 15 years. I am the CEO and founder of Campaign for Change, which is an anti-gang, anti-drug outreach organization. I kind of don't want to say that anti-gang, anti-drug anymore, because we do everything from feed families on Thanksgiving to making sure kids have not only toys for Christmas, but necessities for Christmas, like gloves and hats and stuff like that. So basically, Campaign for Change is just to be able to uplift the impoverished community. We real hands-on grassroots organization, try to be involved with the community, but also with other entities in the government and everyone, trying to get everyone involved. So we do a lot of collaborations, try to be a part of everything that we think that is very vital to the community.
I want to give you some props right to your face. I tell people this story. I don't think I've ever told you how I felt about attending one of your, I forget what you used to call it. You would go to different housing communities and put on shows and give away gifts and stuff.
In the hood. That's in the hood. The In the Hood tour.
Okay, In the Hood tour.
Set up the stage in the middle of the project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. But it was a whole lot of work.
Yeah, but let me tell you the story that I tell everybody whenever we talk about this. I happened to be, I think it was the one at McDougal Terrace. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were having the kids to, you had a DJ, you had the music pumping, giving away gifts, and, people were loving it, coupons and whatnot. And the kids were dancing, and then you stopped everything. You said, stop. You stopped the music. Everything stopped. Everybody was looking at you like, what? And you weren't trying to really call out the young girls, but some of the young girls, very young, by the way, were dancing what I would say inappropriately. Mm. And you pointed out that we have to keep an eye on our kids. They're watching these videos and copying behavior that's not appropriate. And you did point out that there are child predators in the area and that we have to be very mindful of how the kids act and comport themselves and that sort of thing. And I could not believe you did that, but it had to be done. And yeah. I really was amazed that you had the courage to just stop everything and point that out and do that.
Well, we have to be the protector of kids, even when sometimes even the parents is not aware of it and see it. And that's the value of being a part of Campaign for Change and doing what we do, because the 15-year-old kid that I was trying to change and guide their life 15 years ago are actually the parents of the kids that I'm dealing with now. So I see a vicious cycle, and I'm just trying to be a part of breaking that cycle.
That took real courage. I just have to say, I don't think I ever told you how deeply that affected me. I thought that was amazing.
Well, I had to do it a few times. We actually had to do it halftime show at the DBL basketball league. We offer community groups to come in, and sometimes people have little kids dancing same way, and we tell them ahead of time, and we have to stop the music during the halftime. And I just can't allow that. And people need to, be put on Front Street pretty much to say, hey, this is not right. There's a lot of things going wrong in the world, and people just turn their head. They won't address it. But of course, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna say what I feel, and I'm gonna fight for the better cause.
I also love how you make partnerships with local businesses.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I think partnerships is the key. And you and I know firsthand. We're a very small grassroots organization, so we got very little money, no budget. So partnerships are the key for our existence. So a lot of times we do in-kind services, trades, and things of that nature. We have to be the mastermind of bartering and trading because, there's really no money. Like you said, it's changed.
You have to be really clever, and you said very clever. Now let's talk about basketball. DBL, Don's Basketball League. When did that start?
Well, Don's Basketball started, but before that, I was an AAU coach for 8 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 8 years as AAU coach, and really the Don's Basketball League was birthed out of my anger and frustration with the AAU Basketball League. And I'm not trying to put AAU down, but I seen a repetitious of people creating these AAU leagues and AAU teams to benefit all kids that really couldn't play basketball, so they were actually lying to the parents. And, as long as the parents could pay, the kids would play.
Oh, okay.
Really upset.
Going with that, okay.
It really upset me, and I had created an impoverished team that you didn't have to pay to be on the team. So I had one team, and we went on the road, and we took about 4 or 5 years going to these big shot tournaments, paying a lot of money to be in these tournaments, like $300 and $400 per tournament.
It cost that much?
Yeah, and
man,
we was going to this tournament up in Virginia where it'll be like 160 teams participating. I had never seen anything like it, my first time going, but I was amazed. The kids was amazed. They would have like 30 games going on at one time. But a long story short, it took us 5 years, but we ended up winning a championship bracket.
Really cool.
And the guys who run the tournament gave us a cardboard billboard. I mean, it was like probably about 11 by 14, and that's all we got. No trophies, no money, no nothing. And I was like, wow. So at the end of the day, I said, well, this ain't nothing but a scam, because I thought about the thousands of dollars that I had spent and how my kids were so excited to be able to finally win, a tournament up there. And
no trophy?
And they ain't had nothing to take home. So I said, it's time for it. It's kind of like I call AAU the Blockbuster. Like Blockbuster had that monopoly, and then
yeah,
had to shut down. So I created the DBL so it could either make AAU step their game up for us doing things tangible with kids, and when the kids in that tournament, they'll walk away with something, not necessarily be a trophy, but something. So that's why the Don's Basketball League came in existence.
So you started with one team, and now how many teams do you have?
Well, we officially have 10 teams, but by April we'll have 20. We're expanding in Raleigh this year. We're very excited about that. So we're doing 10 teams in Raleigh. We have 10 teams in Durham. I just last week had a great meeting with Fox 50. We'll be airing 3 games on Fox 50. Two season openers, the Durham season open, the Raleigh season open, and we will be airing the championship game. The Durham champions against the Raleigh champions. So it's going to be an outstanding game, and it's going to be great.
Wow. Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out. So you have 20 teams. So are they all playing in the same venues back to back, or different venues, different games in different venues? Raleigh
will have their own venue. They'll have their own league, just like Durham has its own league. And Durham will play. We normally will play in one venue, but when we playing like the season opener and the championship games, we always go to I hate to turn this term, but we go to a better venue, you know, more cosmetically, you know, and better gym. So when we filming for TV, you know, it looks great all the way around.
Uh-oh. Do you have sponsors who are donating? You know how you have the banners in the background and all that sort of thing. Are you going to do something like that?
Yes, we have banners and billboards, you name it. It takes a lot of money to this league, and I don't even want to tell you how much money it takes, but it takes a lot of money.
Okay, now it's free for the kids, though, right?
And that's why it takes a lot of money, because it's totally free for the kids. So now you have this year, we'll have 300 kids being a part of the DBL. Don't have to pay anything. And that's ages from 5 to 11. We have special programs for them, you know, like the fan club, the Noise Boys, the book club, the STEM robotics club. We just added a financial literacy club. Partnering up with PNC Bank. We're going to take a group of kids, and they're going to be learning about budgeting, savings, predatory lending, you know, things of that nature where our kids are being taught. So we're excited about the financial literacy club. But my hat goes off to Capital Broadcaster, who's our #1 sponsor. They have been sponsoring Campaign for Change for about 10 years now. And every time I get a vision to be able to make a bigger impact on the community, Capital Broadcasting putting money where their mouth is. And I just want to say, you know, they are outstanding sponsors. They really do care about the community, and they really do give back. But we get a lot of other companies involved. United Way has a team. Newton's Observer has a team. Bank has a team. Fox 50 has a team. So, you know, it gives them ownership. They name their own team. They have their own mascots. I mean, it's just an outstanding thing.
Wait a minute. They have mascots?
Oh, yeah, mascots. And we let the kids be the mascots. And the mascots get paid. We also have ball boys for the young kids, 5 to 11, that they get paid just for being ball boys. And they get a uniform to make them feel like they're part of the team as well.
So the teams are also wearing fancy uniforms? I don't know about fancy, but, you know, real basketball uniforms?
Don't take no shortcuts. That's why I said it costs a lot of money. So the DBL is supposed to be like the quote-unquote NBA basketball league. So we have our own DBL magazine that the kids are spotlighted and all the sponsors are spotlighted in. We have a DBL app. You can download the DBL app right now. If you have an Android phone, in 2 weeks you'll be able to do it on an iPhone as well.
Okay. Now I'm not really hip to all the apps. So when you sign on the app, you can watch the games or what?
Where you can keep up with the stats, the scores, the you know, you can register. I mean, pretty much we got a DBL store where you can buy official DBL apparel, from headbands to wristbands to basketball. So we're just trying to look like the big boys and do what the big boys do to be more attractive to the kids. Because the more attractive we are to the kids, the more impact we can have on the kids. Because it's totally free for them to play basketball, but they have to do 2 mandatory things. It's non-negotiable. It's zero tolerance, and one of them is they have to do community service, and that's mandatory each week. And we tallied it up, and if they have to come because they play on Saturdays. They had to bring a validation of they did the community service.
So what kind of things can a kid do? What do they do?
Well, we partner up with a lot of mom and pop shops, small businesses. Anyone who helps sponsor us, they can give us a call and say, hey, I need 10 strong men to help me move furniture from one building to the next. They do everything from help at the rescue mission, feeding the homeless. They visit the LE, clean around the rest home, trash and stuff around the rest homes. They clean around the public schools. I mean, we help in every way we can. Mom and pop shops, thrift shops, they need a lot of kids to be able to move their heavy furniture and stuff like that. So they do pretty much everything. They do pretty much everything. And we build those partnerships too. Most whoever sponsors or whoever support us, we give them the option of, hey, whenever you need some power, we got 120 kids is ready to go. And the good thing about it, they have to do the community service anyway. And the other mandatory thing that is a must is they have to take a life skill educational workshop before the games.
Okay.
The games is at 4 o'clock, so the workshop is from 3 to 4. If they don't attend the workshop, they don't play in the game. If 1 minute late, they run 10 laps. They 5 minutes late, they run 20 laps. It's
Wow.
zero tolerance. We have a policy. We have sanctions in place for the players,
Mhm.
and we must go by the guidelines.
Do you check their report cards too, or is that an old phrase? Their grades? Do you check the grades?
Oh, they out of school. They out of school at that time. You know, this is
Oh, summer, right.
summer league. However, like no other league does, we have a study guide that they must learn the DBL 10 commandments, and that's honor your parents, be respected to your elders, use good judgment, education not an option. You know, those things the kids need to learn. They have to learn that, the 15 principles of winning, and other things on the study sheet they have to learn. In addition to every workshop they attend, they must be very mindful of it and take notes and things of that nature, because at the end of the season, we have a DBL exam. So if they don't pass the exam, they don't give no award. Let's say if a kid is run up for MVP, if he don't pass that exam, he would not get the MVP award, because education is the number one most valuable thing.
That is serious. I love it. I love it.
We're serious about this.
So how can I help you? We're here promoting you. So what do you need? Tell us what you need.
What we need for and foremost, even probably just as more valuable than money, we definitely need money. You know that. But volunteers and quality volunteers, it takes a lot of people to be able to manage this league, because it's so many entities. So we definitely need people to go on our website, www.dblnba.com. Sign up to.
Said that real fast. Said that real fast. DBLNBA.com. Okay.
LNBA.com, and please register and volunteer, because that is very important. It takes a village to raise the child, so we need to come together as a village.
Nice. Now, for those who are helping, like coaches and what's the word, scorers and the
scorekeepers, I can't say statisticians.
Yeah.
Game commentators. You name it. We have slots that people can just come and volunteer with. We're team moms.
Team mom. What does a team mom do?
Well, team mom is hands-on. She's the mom of the team. A lot of these kids, believe it or not, don't have family support, although they may be living with their mother. Their dad is not in the home, and their mother might be at home, but she's working 2 jobs, so they never really get the motherly care that they need, the nutrient they need, the guidance they need. So a team mom play that role as well. We actually created this year, I have, Team Dad, because I felt like it could be a representation of the dads as well.
Absolutely.
The dads is doing it real good out there. And it was the father last year his son had been a part of DBL for like 3 years. He the one really sparked me to create the Team Dads, because he was so hands-on. Mr. Rodney Davis, he's an outstanding father, and we just Rodney Day, that's his name, not Davis, Rodney Day. Just an outstanding father.
I'm imagining that if your young folks are coming from poverty, that they might be arriving at practice hungry.
They arrive at the games hungry. I mean, they be scheduled to come to us at 1, and parents may drop them off in front of the school at 11 a.m. and we don't even know nothing about it. It's a hard burden to bear. I mean, we try to resolve every obstacle we face to help the kids. We did have a feeding program that went well for about 2 years, and then they had a little bump in the road last year, so we weren't able to offer free meals. But I was told that we're back on this year, so I'm excited. We fed 150 kids totally free of lunch. It's federal regulated, so it's a well-balanced lunch. And we also supplied the lunches during the practice times as well. So if
that's good.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but I was told we're getting that program back again this year. So I'm happy about that if that happens. If not, we sometimes we have to feed the kids ourselves. I mean, the coaches understand as well that they're not just coaches; they're mentors first. They're fathers, first. You just don't say you're a coach. You have to, and that's why I guess a lot of people come to the table and want to volunteer, but then they find out it's very hands-on and for real. It's not you just showing up waving a flag. It's you showing up, you being a part in these kids' lives.
And their backgrounds are checked, right?
Who the coaches?
Yeah.
Everybody's background is checked. But the thing is, we accept anybody. We represent Campaign for Change. The only people that we do not accept, and this is just my personal rule and policy I put in, so no one else get the feedback but me. If it's child molesters. They're the only people that we don't accept. But Campaign for Change, we take pride in taking the drug dealer and the game banger and turning them around. That's what we're about.
Right.
We have several great, outstanding mentors that was ex-gang members, ex-drug dealers. So we don't turn our back on people. Just need to check because that's who I was. Yeah. I wouldn't be doing the great things that I'm doing now. If someone said, "Well, he got a bad criminal record," because my criminal record goes as long as pretty. Not one pages. So you can change. You can be a productive citizen. I'm living proof of that. And I want to give everybody else an opportunity who's willing. That person has to be willing to make them changes, though.
That's awesome. I wasn't so worried about the people with the criminal background because I've seen so many people turn their lives around. I guess I was just concerned about people with, child molestation charges because it was so heartbreaking back home. One of the best counselors or coaches at the facility that I used to frequent in Chicago, all of a sudden he disappeared. And I was like, "Hey, where's so-and-so? I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks." And they said he did something inappropriate with the child. And I guess that's why he was working at the park. He was attracted to children.
Yeah.
He was a great coach, but they had to get rid of him.
You can't even figure it out because some of those people are some of the greatest people you will ever meet. And a child molester don't have a look, don't have a face. It's your everyday person, and always be someone. I had someone recently, a few years ago, in my family that was very dear to me, was a child molester, and I had no clue. And when it came out, I actually seen, in hindsight, his actions, towards children that I didn't think nothing of at first, and then it ended up being, oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's why that happened,
That's really hard. So I'm going to turn down my volume a little. Turn down your volume just a touch, because I was hearing a bit of a echo.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound good. You sound good. Okay. So you told us how we could help in terms of volunteering. You would not turn down monetary contributions, I'm sure.
Of course not. We still got opportunities for someone who want to sponsor a team. If they looking to sponsor a team, they can actually go online also, and we can send them the information. But what we're really excited about too, because we just building more and more layers to the DBL. Like the app was a big thing for us. We partnered with Sky Zone this year. We're doing this big event called the Slam Jam at Sky Zone, having a dunk contest, giving away tons of prizes.
Tell us what the Sky Zone is.
The Sky Zone is the trampoline. It's like a trampoline gym facility where kids come and just jump on trampolines all over the place, and kids love it, and we love it too as well. And we're excited because they have 3 goals, and we're gonna have slam dunk hit. And what I like about it, most kids want to be able to dunk the ball but can't. So Slam Zone allows you to do that. So
you jump on the trampoline and then make a basket?
Yeah. So they have 3 different size levels for small kids to the bigger kids. So we're having a slam dunk contest for all sizes and ages, and we're gonna be giving away cash, $100 to the first place, and and we call it the pre-registration. So kids can come pre-register for the DBL there. We're gonna actually have a PlayStation 4 tournament while the Slam Jam is going on. We're gonna have dance contests, giving away prizes. I mean, we got great prizes. We got money vouchers for Northgate Mall food court, D tickets, Carolina Theater tickets. I mean, we got some outstanding packages and prizes that we're excited about getting these kids. So they definitely need to come out, and they don't have to register for this event. They can just show up, and it's April the 15th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. Registration will be from 5 to 6 at the event, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. and that's on a Friday. Okay. That's April the 15th.
Okay, writing that down. Okay.
We have a live DJ, Brian Dawson's son. Chase will be the DJ. Brian Dawson will make an appearance. So it's going to be a great thing. We're excited about doing this with Sky Zone. We're actually going to do it in Sky Zone. We're doing this at Sky Zone in Durham. We already got the green light for Sky Zone in Raleigh, but we wanted to add that next year.
I think there was a Sky Zone in Raleigh also.
Yeah, we connected with them. I took a group of kids from the DBL last year there. We bought in trade once again. We gave them an ad in the magazine, which allowed us to take a group of kids there. They got free drinks and, free socks and stuff, and was able to have a great time. So, it's just about building relationships,
Now, I've heard of Sky Zone, but I haven't seen it yet. Is it in Northgate Mall, or is it over by the Guitar Center behind Northgate Mall?
It's in the strip mall behind Northgate Mall where the Guitar Center is at. Okay. What I like about it is the Sky Zone is a very clean facility. I like to go somewhere where it looks very, clean and kept. So I like that look.
Yeah, I like it too, because to me, clean means safe.
Yes.
That means you've gone over your equipment and your facilities, make sure everything is just right.
Not just trying to make money, you actually, taking care of everything else as well.
Because I've seen businesses, again, I'm from Chicago, this might not happen so much in Durham, but I've seen businesses when they serve a certain population, I'm not going to tell you who I'm thinking of, and they let things go because they figure, oh, well, I'm just serving those people. So,
well, that's what the DBL is all about. We try to show kids, you can do anything. That's why I don't know if you've seen, we got a DBL promo with the PlayStation 4 with the kids that's in the DBL on the PlayStation game and things of that. Just showing them that you can do anything, reach for the stars, always do your best. We have DBL apparel, the coaches have a certain dress attire. They just can't show up in anything. I mean, it's just everything we try to do. If you look at our magazine, it's top of the line. It's not nice black and white pages or anything like that. It's actually full color, high gloss, quality paper. We don't take no shortcuts. If you see any of our flyers that's out, it's going to be beautifully graphics, professionally done. I mean, we just don't take no shortcuts.
You have always, even when you first started out, I don't think you went to school for graphics, but you seem to have a gift. I told you this years ago. Yeah. You have a gift for graphic design.
Yeah.
And some stuff has always been tight.
Yeah. But I think, you know what I think it is? I think, and I know you can relate to this because I've seen you do your work for many years, and you don't do it for money. You do it because you love it. You do it for the passion. And that's me as well. Once you realize the gift that God gave you, you don't do it for the money, and you're going to do it to the best of your ability because of the fact that that's the way God operates. So if you're going to be a representative of God, you want to please God.
Do it right.
Best of your ability, and that's what pushes me. I'll give you a perfect example. Last year that we aired on TV was we actually made history. We was the first youth group that, youth organization basketball that was aired on a national TV station like Fox 50, over 2 million viewers. And when I went to Fox 50 with it, and told them my vision and told them what I want to do, and the gym manager was like, "No, that ain't gonna happen. We can let you do it on Me TV, but we can't put you on, Fox 50." I said, "I don't think you understand the level that we're gonna do it at." And he said, "I just want to be honest with you.
You thought it was just going to be a little pickup game at the Y or something, huh?
Yeah, so, but we had the commentators, we had the halftime show, we had the mascots, we had the confetti, the smoke. I mean, just like you would see,
Yeah.
All the teams have their own theme songs that we go in the studio and create. We do professional PSAs. I mean, so we did the whole works. And although it wasn't nowhere near where I wanted to be, but it was nothing. And I say this to you. We came back about 4 weeks later with a HD quality demo.
There you go.
To Fox 50, and they said, "Oh yeah, you can be on Fox." And the time slot that they gave us, the average rating was 1.8. DBL did a 3.2. So we shattered their ratings too. So that just goes to show you the push for excellence and what we try to do and be.
Love it. Now, those of us who will be watching this later might be just random adults from around the country, but we can help support you by at least buying a T-shirt, right? You said you have apparel. We
have DBL apparel. We have plenty of different styles of T-shirts. We also have trendy T-shirts. We actually have our key mascot. To give you an example, Don Dada. We have the dab. He's doing the dab on the T-shirt. So we got a graphic designer that designed our mascot to do the dab. And we got Straight Out of the DBL, the hit movie, Straight Out of. So we keep up with the trends as well. So we're really excited about a lot of things that we're bringing to the table, a lot of new things. The tryouts will be phenomenal. We're expecting probably about 400 kids.
Whoa.
Last year was like almost 400. It grows each year, and we just want to build upon it. So you got 120 kids really going after these 120 slots. The great thing about the DBL, we just don't pick the best basketball players.
Oh,
They have a willing to learn. They have to be listening. So those 4 days of really trials that we give them, they don't even know it. We're not just looking for basketball players. We're looking for attitude. We're looking for willingness to listen, willing to follow guidance, willing to learn, because you can't teach no one anything if they're not willing.
That's
so
true.
we try to deal with the kids that's willing. I don't care if he's in a gang. That's not even my issue. Matter of fact, I love to have a kid that's in a gang. I love to have a kid that's smoking weed, because my goal at the end of the season is to have them to stop doing that. And it may take those whole 4 months to do that, but I'm all right with that.
And you know what? Their friends will notice the change in them as well.
Exactly.
And they'll know why that person changed, and they might want to check it out themselves.
I mean, we always trying to build on it, the reality of it, the impoverished community kids that we're dealing with. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to go to college. Although we push, higher education, they don't even see serving, in a service corps. But we push that as well. I just had a meeting with the Army a couple of days ago, and we trying to build a component. And one of my requests was, can we build like a ROTC group? And they said, well, we can't really do that, but we can do some other things. And, we're planning right now, we're in the talks of planning a field trip where they can go to Army base, see the basic training, kind of do some of the basic training. So, just start inspiring them, because what I do know and I have witnessed that we have been Campaign for Change in the bill has been played a role in some point. I don't know if it's a major role, but we have played a role in some point of getting kids and helping them to get to college or joining a service course. And I love that, because that's kind of like my end result, okay, we done got you somewhere where we know that you're going to be wrapped around with the right environment. You're going to be wrapped around, with the right resources to be able to make it in life and be a productive citizen. And then
I like that. I like that a lot. That reminds me, when we were kids, our grandmother told us that she wasn't going to die yet until she was sure that we would stand up on our own 2 feet and that we were going to make it. She said she wasn't going to die until that happened.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't never give up on the kids. We have kids DBL is not for, because they want to do what they want to do. Oh. So we have zero tolerance. I'm not going to keep telling the kid the whole season, stop. No, that ain't the way we operate. If you want to be a part of the DBL, we're not going to let one bad apple spoil the whole bunch.
Exactly.
Either get it together get out my gym, son. And it's simple as that. We have no problems with pants sagging. We had no problems with games. And we had 2 fights. The Campaign for Change had 2 fights in 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
We never had a police call to our events for a incident.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to nip it in the bud before we even start to get out of order. So I mean, I banned parents from the games.
Really?
Of course. Just zero tolerance. Parents incite riots, parents and instigating and incite fights, and telling their kids, I can hear it firsthand, if he say something to you again, you punch him in his face, and the kids gonna look at that as okay, that's my okay, do what I need to do. Yeah. But if he in the DBL, I'm not even gonna let it get to that point. Ma'am, you and your son or your daughter, you can leave. Another thing I need to say.
Now is that
no, because DBL and I'm gonna let you talk, but I want to say this while it's on my mind. It's for boys and girls. So girls playing this league too. So I just want to make sure people know that.
Okay, now when you ask the person to leave, is that permanent or is that a timeout?
Sometimes most of the time it's permanent, because it's like, you didn't show me who you are. I don't need that. I don't need that here. Mm-hmm. So basically what happens if someone, let's say, just really cussing on the sideline, and I don't go to them, and we don't go to them and approach them then, they just cussing. As soon as they have time and people moving around, I gently might go and sit beside them, just like I'm a spectator, and say, sir or ma'am, you can't be doing all that cussing like that now. I'm sorry, but if we hear it again now, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And your kid is welcome, but if you need to take your kid, you can take your kid, but you will not be able to allow to come back and watch games anymore, because we're trying to set an example for these kids.
And they usually shape up, right? I'm sure.
Some of them. But, a lot of them act up because it's out of habit, it's out of the environment they live in. You got to understand the mentality that you're dealing with, and they feel like they ain't doing no wrong, because when they was raised at, cussing is normal. I know I was raised in the same element. So I understand them, and I have sympathy for them. But however, the kids is my priority, not the parent.
Yeah.
Not the parent. And I let them know that I'm here for the kid, not the parent. And one of the beautiful things I always can tell a parent is when they upset with me and don't like me and you're mad at me, my number one statement is, ma'am, you don't pay me. You don't pay me to deal with your kid. So, you just got to be honest and straightforward. I think that's the problem. People, try to sugarcoat things and be politically correct. But at the end of the day, to deal with this demographic of my youth, I know what I'm dealing with. I've been threatened. I'm gonna be killed. People point fingers like they're gonna shoot me with a gun. So many different things come my way because I'm the commissioner and I don't take no mess. And a lot of times my decisions are not the most favorable ones. I'll give you an example. One that was a very hard decision make, but I made it without blinking an eye. We're not competing with AAU or any other league. And what I tell kids is, if you sign up for the DBL, you must complete it and do everything with the DBL. You can't play 2 weeks in a row and then go play a tournament and not play with your team because you're going to an AAU tournament.
Okay.
If you find that out, you're going to get kicked out the league. Well, 10 of the top players played in an AAU tournament and went to the beach because the coach, the AAU coach recruited like the top player off each one of my 10 teams.
He mined your teams?
No, he went and got the top players off each one of my teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
And
wow.
They was lying, said some of them said they had to go here and there, but I found out all of them was at the beach at this tournament. All the top players, you're talking about people dropping 20 and 30 points a game. I kicked them all out the league.
Well, yeah, you told me.
And one of the parents come and said, Coach Don, you're going to kick the top players out of the league. I said, no, I'm not going to kick them out the league. They kicked out the league, and they're not able to come back. And they start coming to the games like patrons. And you know, and I have this policy: if you go to the workshops, whether you're in the DBL or not, you get in free. But if you kicked out the league, and I know I done kick you out of the league, and I see you over in my stands, I'm finna go see proof of that you paid to get in, because you no longer got the benefits of the DBL. Wow. I work too hard for these kids for letting them to disrespect the league. And one of the things why I'm so firm on kicking kids out the league, because when we do pick that 120 out of those 300 plus kids, I have kids crying that they didn't make it. So what I look at it like, you took someone's spot that really appreciated this spot, and you want to go back and forth with AAU. And then I found out the coach that took him down to the beach at AAU, they were complaining that he ain't even feed them. He won't even try to feed them.
Wow.
See, that's the stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah, I understand. Well, thank you so much, Vegas. Now, I mean, we're going to show 2 videos real quick. Let me explain. And first, let me thank you for being on TV Skywriter. You've been
talk about the trials, though. At least want to say that.
Oh yeah, please do. Yes.
Oh yeah, just want to say the trials for Raleigh is April the 23rd and 24th at 2 p.m. at State Street Community Church. State Street Community Church, April the 26th and April the 27th, the Scout Days. We don't need to talk about that. Let's just talk about the trials. So April the 23rd and April the 24th, trials at 2 p.m. at State Street Community Church in Raleigh, North Carolina. Durham trials is April the 30th, May 1st at 2 p.m. That is at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. Durham trials is April the 30th and May 1st at 2 p.m. at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club.
And the ages are 12 to 16, right?
12 to 16.
Okay. So ages 12 to 16, boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Okay. Now, when, just so they'll be ready to try out, I don't know if all kids know what happens during a tryout. I don't even know. Do you just put them on 3-on-3 teams, or do they have?
We do everything.
Dribbling and shooting.
We do it all. They do an obstacle course that we created and developed. They also 3-on-3, 5-on-5, match up with guards, match up with forwards, match up with centers. It's just a sequence that we take the kids through. Even during the Scout Day, I mean, even conversations is part of the trials. Like I told you, you pull kids to the side, see where their heads at, see where their attitudes at, and things of that nature. Especially ones that we consider in drafting, because it's a draft. So
like the NBA.
Yeah. So we have a form of draft, and another thing that we do like no other is we have season trades. So if you draft a kid and he's not playing to your what you want, or you feel like you need a stronger forward and you got a small forward, you can trade them and make your team better. And someone probably wants your guy, so you want his guy, and it's like a win-win situation for the coaches. So we really like that.
Soon I'll see you on TV with those letters of intent. You know how they do with when the young players sign the contracts to play for whatever school or whatever. I'm going to start seeing that on TV with you one of these days, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just want the kids to be a productive citizen, though. At the end of the day, they ain't got to never play basketball again in their life. That's why we call it Balling for Life. 2017, I'm releasing Balling for Life reality TV show. We'll talk about the meat and potatoes of the DBL, and I'm in conversation with Fox 50 right now about that.
That's going to be fun. I'm looking now. Yeah. I don't usually watch regular TV. I will watch that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see the kids running 20 laps if they 5 minutes late, and the discipline these kids have in the workshops and things of that nature. Because that's what we want to show. We want to show the basketball games, but we want to show the real value of the league. Is 30% basketball and 7% of building these kids' character, their respect, their morals, and things of that nature.
Wonderful. Thanks again, Vegas Don, for everything you're doing.
Thank you for having me.
So we're not ending the show, but let's read some of these comments. I don't know if you know this is your first time on the lab. So
my eyes kind of bad.
Well, take a little peek. Now, Jerry actually has a suggestion. You should stream on Periscope. I don't know if you know about Periscope. It's a live streaming app that you use with your smartphone, and so you can stream it live to your audience, and then you can replay it, put the links on your website. So you don't need a big TV deal for all of your games. You could actually live stream it using Periscope or Facebook Live. And then
yeah, that's some of the things people have brought to the table to us. Once again, every time we add a component, we need 1 or 2 extra bodies. So, you know, we're lacking with the volunteers. So when we have people that bring stuff like that, we're like, yeah, could you do it for us? You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great
idea.
You should do that. And in fact, tonight I'm going to actually hold a workshop at 6:00, believe it or not, at the L Room on Gear Street, all about live streaming and broadcasting with your smartphone. So anybody watching who's in Durham, be sure to stop by, because that is the latest thing.
I'm gonna be on Gear Street doing I'm talking about the at 4:00. I'll be there from 4 to 5:30. Where are you gonna be at on Gear Street? Because
107 West Gear Street. It's called the L Room. It's like a bed and breakfast / meeting space. So people rent it out for meetings and book clubs and stuff.
If you're having free food, then I know I'm coming by.
Probably. I don't know. But every time I go, I've been there like twice, and they had little, delicacies. So come on down. It's from 6 until 8.
Yeah, I may do that because I'm actually leaving. The guy who's filming the reality TV show, we have a meeting tonight about that. It'll be perfect timing to come by.
And full disclaimer, this might be a deal breaker, but it is $15. But I mean, I'm just saying, I just need to say that.
Have $15 of free food. I mean, it's gonna be some food.
For $15, you should get some food. I'm sure they always have food.
Okay. I love bed and breakfast as food because they're very conscious of what they put in their food. Like they really use natural, organic food. So
there you go. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. So, and actually, Donnie says if she lived in Durham, she would definitely be there. You know what? I think you have a fan base here. Now, there's only a few people watching live. This show, however, will also be put up on Facebook, linked to Twitter, and it will also air on cable access TV in Durham and Chapel Hill. So it's another cool thing. So don't be discouraged by just seeing a few faces now.
I'm never discouraged. As long as I'm talking to you and you getting the information, I'm good. So you say the Chapel Hill station because we're connected with them too.
Yeah, People's Channel.
Yeah, People's Channel. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you let me know when it's gonna air on that, so I can tell some of my people.
I never know when it's going to air because I don't actually have cable, and I send them the show, and then they put it in.
Yeah, I can get it.
Okay.
I know those guys over there.
Okay, so we're not going to end the show. What I'm going to do right now is to show you guys. This is only for the live audience. 2 promos, one for the tryouts and one a general promo. I understand that when you play YouTube videos live on Blab, they don't show up. You just get a blank screen when you replay it. So I'm just announcing this. I will delete this part, for people who are watching the replay. So I'm going to play the promos now. Which one do you want me to play first?
You can do the trials first, but I want to say to people who making comments, I'm finally starting to read them. Thank you for your kind words and your inspiration, and that helps me continue to do my work too as well. I like that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Grammy. I think Premier and all you guys that I can't respond to.
Everybody who watches this will be amazed and just really pleased by what you're doing. So let me just say that. So here's the first video.
Wow.
Oh, brother, you did it up.
And so Fox will be playing that during the season, that promotion you just seen right there. And the great thing I like about that is all the mascots are kids. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the kids that don't make the league, we offer some of them to be mascots. So we really try to not turn no kids away, but it's impossible because we have so many that come out,
Sure. Now, I noticed on your website, at least, I think I saw it on your website, where you have fan clubs. Is that for children only, or can I be a member of a fan club?
Yeah, that is for children only from 11 to, 5 to 11. And it's little girls only. So we have little girls,
cute.
then we have what we call the noise boys. And, you know, they sit on the sideline, make noise and stuff like that, you know, hollering, hooping, and, you know.
Are they allowed to talk just a little bit of clean trash?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we promote being yourself, as long as it's positive, long as, you know. So we don't tell a rapper don't rap. You just, your contents of what you're rapping about need to be something, you know, productive.
Awesome. That was great. And I don't want to take up all, you know, too much time away from you. I really want to thank you, Vegas Don, for being on the show, and the guests who are watching. I'm saying guests, followers. They really enjoyed it as much as I did, I'm sure.
And I definitely want to thank you and thank the guests for tuning in, and hope you guys help spread the word. Come and be a part. Definitely come and see the games if you're in this area. But thank you, Pat. Once again, you always support us and help us. And
any way I can.
We just wish you many blessings and continue to do what you do too as well.
Well, thank you. And I want you to give me a call as soon as the show's over. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay. That's
other ways I can help. Okay. So shout out from H-Town, which I think is Houston, because Jerry's in Texas, I believe.
Okay.
You shout out from H-Town, so to speak. There you go. And Nashville's in the house.
Nashville and H-Town is in the house. Oh, wow. See? That's awesome. That's awesome.
This Blab platform is actually cool because there are people actually on Blab from around the world. So I don't have a gigantic following. I have a following of maybe 400. I sent out the notice, but this is, you know, the middle of the day.
Well, I tell people all the time when they try to compare us to any other AAU or whatever, I tell them the NBA started small. Everything starts small, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Today is, you say 400 follows, 6 months from here, 4,000. You know,
but you know that's in 1 month, which is actually pretty darn good.
It's great. It's great. Any type of way you spreading good news is great.
So this is going to be shared, and I do appreciate that. So maybe you'll have some T-shirt sales from around the country, at least, you know, from those who are enjoying the show and wanting to support you, and local support. I'm sure you'll be getting more of that. Yeah, I know you need that. You want the volunteers to contact you?
Yes, definitely. All they do is register online, and someone would contact them, and we'll get them involved.
And the kids need to start working out, because I know they just can't waltz onto the court and just play. I know you're going to work them.
Some kids think they can, so we teach them very early. You just can't do that.
So thanks again, Vegas. I appreciate it.
Have a nice day.
Absolutely. So everybody watching, I really enjoyed having you here. And if you'd like to be a guest on TV Skywriter, just contact me on let's see, the best way is Twitter at Durham Skywriter. So I'm going to sign off now and invite you to also read Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, the All Positive Durham Skywriter. You can read it at durhamskywriter.com. And with that, I'm going to not necessarily end the blab, but I will end the show, just in case somebody wants to come on screen and ask a question or two. So I'll end the show here and bid you adieu for now.